Hi, welcome to this essentials practice. It's called thermodynamics, and in science, that's the study of heat in the universe. Here we're going to be studying heat working from the perimeters of our body. The hands and feet will warm those up into the core. That's the abdominals and also the psoas. And so let's get started. We're going to start on hands and knees, and we're going to stretch out the soles of our feet by curling the toes under and adding some weight to the toes. Okay? And as you're doing that, you can press your toes down and unsinking back. You can sink back a fair amount of the way, somewhat of the way. Make sure your knees are okay with that. But as you're stretching out the soles of the feet, you're also going to spread your fingers on your mat as wide as you can, and then press the knuckles down but lift the wrists up. So in addition to getting a plantar stretch in your feet, you're also getting a palmar stretch in your hands. And so this is the way we're first warming up the body from the periphery toward the core. So a few breaths here. Spread fingers even wider. If your hands start to open up, press your toes down. A couple more breaths here. Big inhale. Big exhale. Twice more. Okay, very good. And you come forward, so you can make one fist, wiggle your fingers, make the other fist, wiggle fingers, and also wiggle toes and ankles around. From here, you're going to point the toes back and either come up to a sort of like a pre-camel here, or if you'd like to, you can sit down on your heels to get a little quad stretch, and we're going to press the palms up toward the ceiling. So you can do that either here or here if your knees don't like to bend as much as they are. So 2 breaths here, and as you're pressing the palms up, also widen the palms as well as lengthen them. Take a deep breath into your side ribs, big inhale, big exhale, and take a deep breath in. And then exhale, keep your legs as they are, regardless of what pose you're in. Release from above and interlace your fingers behind you. Engage your biceps, draw your shoulder blades into the back, and breathe in the heart center. 2 breaths here. Take a big inhale, big exhale. Take a deep breath in, and exhale. Good. From there, come out of that to hands and knees, and arch your back, look up toward the ceiling. That's your in-breath. Exhale, round your spine. And let's do this twice more. Breath in, hands through the floor, activate your palms through the floor. One last time, arch your back, take a deep breath in, exhale, round your spine. Okay, and then you can find a neutral spot. From here, we're going to take a squat. So if you don't need any props for a squat, go ahead and you place your feet on the floor, knees bent, and you sit down. If you'd like to sit on a block, you could. Also, if you need more height than that, you can also sit on a chair or a sofa or a sturdy piece of furniture. Okay, we'll be here for about a minute and some change. So take that out. And we'll be doing 2 practices. One's for the hips, one's for the spine. Okay, but you can do both practices on a chair or a couch, as well as sitting on the block. Okay, so here's our squat. The elbows are to the inside of our knees, palms together, and as you inhale, press your knees into elbows. Also look up, so you're lengthening the neck. And as you exhale, squeeze your legs into your arms and round your spine. Arms go forward. Go back and forth like this several times. Deep breath in. Take a big exhale. Take a deep breath in. Big exhale. And 4 more. Breath in. Big exhale. Breath in. Exhale. And twice more. Exhale. And one last. And exhale. Okay, so that focused on some shoulder and some hip work, and now we get into the spine. Your hands can go to the floor. Inhale, you're going to arch your back a little bit. Right arm out to the right. I'm going to mirror you. Right arm out to the right. Exhale, you twist to the right. And then you inhale, come to center, switch arms. Exhale, twist to the left. And you're going to go back and forth like this. Inhale in the middle. Exhale, twist. Take a deep breath into the middle. Exhale, twist. And 4 more of these. In breath, take a big exhale, twist. Inhale in the middle. Exhale, twist. And twice more, breath in, big exhale, twist. And take a deep breath in the middle. Exhale, twist. Okay, great. And you come to center. From here, hands, you come back to the mat. From hands and knees, you're gonna curl your toes under, lift your thighs back into downward facing dog, and we'll pause here for a couple of breaths. You're gonna lift your inner thighs up toward the ceiling, press your heels back, and spread your fingers as much as you can. Some of you, you can leave your hands on the floor if this doesn't work for you. But some of you may be able to spread the fingers and the thumbs and keep your first knuckles down, but lift the wrists off the floor. So this also gives you more of a stretch through the palms. So you're pressing your fingerprints into the floor, you're pressing your knuckle prints into the floor, but you're lifting your wrists up toward the ceiling. So this helps start fire up the forearms. 2 or 3 more breaths here. Take a big inhale. Big exhale. Twice more, breath in. Take a huge exhale. And one last time, deep breath in, and then you can place your entire palm on the floor. As you exhale, you're gonna bring your right foot forward in between your hands. Adjust yourself so that we're in a lunge. If you need to, you can always take the block underneath your left hand. So right knee is forward, right foot is down, left hand on the block. So you're here. As you inhale, lift your hips up toward the ceiling. Exhale, press your hips toward the floor. And let's just do that twice more. Inhale, lift your hips up toward the ceiling. Exhale, press your hips toward the floor. Take a deep breath in, lift your hips up toward the ceiling. Exhale, hips toward floor. And now the hips find some place in between those two extremes. Left hand stays on the block or on the floor, and you're gonna reach your right arm up toward the ceiling, twisting past your front thigh. So there's several breaths in a lunge twist. Take an inhale, take a big exhale, drive your bottom hand through the floor, draw your shoulder blades into the back. So the arms are getting, our arms are working, your legs are working, back heel back. And one more time here, take an inhale. And then exhale, both hands to the floor, step back into downward facing dog. Lift your thighs up toward the ceiling, heels back and down. And if it's okay for your hands, for your wrists, lift your wrists up while keeping your first knuckles down. It helps get a lot of blood and sensation activity into the hands. And 2 more breaths in this downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, take a big exhale, take a deep breath in. Okay, and then palms can come to the floor, step your left foot forward. Okay, so the left knee is forward, left foot's forward. If you need a block, place the block underneath your right hand. I will demonstrate without the block though. Because you're pressing your heel back, knee goes forward, and we're in a lunge here. As you inhale, you're gonna lift your hips up toward the ceiling. And as you exhale, press your hips toward the floor. And you repeat that just twice more. Take a deep breath in as you lift. Take a big exhale as you press your hips down. And one last time, inhale, lift your hips up as high as you can. Exhale, press your hips toward the floor. And then find a place halfway in between. And I'm turning around for demonstration purposes. Right hand stays on the floor, left arm reaches up toward the ceiling, and you're rolling your navel past your front thigh for a lunge twist. So from here, as you reach your fingers up, press your bottom arm, down hand into the floor, roll your navel past your thigh. Arms are working here, legs are working as you press your back heel back, send your front knee forward, and there's 2 more breaths. Take a big inhale, take a big exhale, and one last time, breath in. Okay, great. And you place your hands onto the floor, again, downward facing dog. For the last downward facing dog here, lift your wrists as an option. Lift your inner thighs up toward the ceiling and press your heels back. 2 more breaths in downward facing dog. Take a big inhale, big exhale. One last time, breath in. Okay, and then you're gonna step your feet part way up as far as you'd like, and bend your knees. Reach your arms forward, and we're gonna sit down in a chair. So the thighs drop down, lift your arms up toward the ceiling, so the spine is nice and long. And drive your feet through the floor. You can float your toes a little. And now we're warming up thighs quite a bit. So 3 more breaths here, and then we'll do a variation. Take a big inhale, big exhale. Breath in. Big exhale. All right, inhale, palms come to heart center. We're gonna twist to the right. So your left elbow either comes to the inner thigh or to the opposite outer thigh, and you're gonna roll your navel up toward the ceiling. There's 5 breaths here. Take a big inhale, big exhale. Feel the thighs burn. A lot of the heat building in the quads. Biggest muscle group in the body. Take a deep breath in. Huge exhale, and one more breath twisting to the right. From here, you come back to center, lengthen up through navel, and then from here, exhale, elbow to the inner thigh or the opposite outer thigh, and a revolved chair pose to the left. 4 more times. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, roll your navel up. So feel the warmth throughout the body as you breathe into it. And twice more, deep breath in. Big exhale. And one last time. Okay, then you de-rotate, come to center, sit down another ½ inch, take a deep breath in, and then exhale. You can sit all the way down, come around to seated. And from here, you're gonna lean back a little, cross your shins, and either pause here, okay? Hands onto the floor. You can draw your navel in a little bit, squeeze your legs together. This is Lolasana, option number 1. If it's in your wrists, in your arms to attempt, I'll call it the second version of Lolasana, you can place your hands on the floor, round your spine more, press your hands down, and try to lift your hips up for just a moment, and then you come back down. Okay, I can't do that and describe it at the same time, but from here, switch the lacing of your legs, draw your knees in toward the chest, draw your legs toward one another, and this is Lolasana number 1. Inhale here. If you'd like to try Lolasana part 2, you plant your hands into the floor, drive them through the floor, see if you can lift your hips up off the floor, even for a moment. And you come back down. From here, feet on the floor, left leg forward, right knee into chest. Inhale, extend your right leg with your hands underneath hamstring. Go back and forth like this. A few times here. Arch your back as you inhale. Round your spine as you exhale. Do this twice more for your right leg. A deep breath in extending the leg. Exhale, hugging your knee in. And then right leg extends forward. Left knee into chest. That's your exhale. Inhale, extend the leg. Hands on hamstring. Do that 4 more times. Exhale. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, draw it in, and twice more. Take a deep breath in, big exhale, take a deep breath in, and big exhale. And you can do that 5 more times per side, per leg, or try both legs 10 times. So either with one leg or both legs, you hug the knees in as you inhale, supported Navasana. As you exhale, draw it in again. So take a deep breath in, exhale, hug it all in. Inhale, expand, arch your back. Exhale, hug it all in. Take a deep breath in, expansion. Exhale, hug it all in. If you're doing one leg at a time, switch legs. 5 more. Inhale, exhale, draw it in. Take a deep breath in, expand. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, expand. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, expansion. Exhale, draw it in. And one last time. Inhale, expand. Exhale, draw it in. All right, great. And then lie on the back with your feet flat on the floor. Drive your feet down. We're going to lift up into bridge so you peel your spine up off the floor. Hands can hold the sides of the mat as you rock your shoulder blades underneath you. This is option number 1. You're engaging your back body to stretch out the front. Option number 2, you can interlace your fingers underneath you. That may allow you to draw your arms closer together and expand across heart center. Breathe into both abdomen and heart center another few times here. Inhale, big exhale, breath in, lift hips up another ½ inch, exhale, Twice more, deep breath in. Big exhale. And one last time, inhale. And then arms come out from underneath. Grab your strap. And you're going to take a strap around both feet. And you're going to take both legs up in the air. So you're here, you're driving the feet up. Okay, so this is supported Supta Dandasana. So the legs don't have to be straight. If you are extending them, this is a good hamstring stretch. I want to end on the hamstring stretch here. But you're going to arch your back a little bit here. The tendency is to bottom out the spine. See if you can place your sacrum on the floor and squeeze. It's like you're squeezing the top of the sacrum in. Squeeze your low back so there's a natural neutral curve in your low back. And you press the heels up and open your toes. All right, good. So it's hamstring stretch, calf stretch, shoulders away from ears. And so we've done a lot of heat building here. See if, at least like metaphorically or energetically, you breathe into the heat and distribute the heat throughout the body. So we worked on stoking the flames in the hands and feet, the forearms and shins, the shoulders and the hips, and all around our torso, the abdominals, and now finally our core line here. As you arch your back, press your heels up. 2 more breaths here. Take a big inhale. Take a big exhale. And one last time. Okay, great. And you can remove the strap, bend your knees, feet come down to the floor. Notice the heat disseminated throughout the body. Take a deep inhale. And a big exhale. All right. Well, very good. I hope that was fun. And if you do feel a little bit chilly, I think this is a pretty good way to heat up kind of evenly throughout the body. Gets a little bit of everything from standing poses, seated poses, supine poses. A little bit of everything in there. Thank you so much. Take care. Namaste.